Hello everyone, in this video I'll be talking about the patch notes for Marvel Rivals March 6th update that is coming, as well as some exciting collaborations and new skins that will be coming and hero changes. There's a lot to break down and there's a lot of great things coming to the game, so I guess the first thing to talk about is some of the patch notes that will be changing. So now there's going to be a change to whenever you change from your Lord icons, if you switch back to the non-Lord versions of them, it'll now work instantly. Normally you'd have to restart the game. It's a little bit of a small change, but it's nice because if you got yourself this Groot skin, you probably want to change it. Just look at him. He looks like he's tweaking. We also got this ugly Loki Lord icon here. So unfortunately, I don't love these two ones. And yeah, you can now instantaneously change these back. There's also going to be potential changes to some of the Lord icons. Rivals Assembled on Twitter shared this here, and it's a new Lord icon for Human Torch. Not 100% guaranteed that this will come, but he may well be getting this because his current one just literally looks like the one that you got here, but just reversed with a couple more flames. It's not really that much different, and he's definitely deserving of a different Lord icon. I think it's kind of lame in comparison. It's not as bad as Loki or Groot's personally, but it's still not that great of a Lord icon. So that is one change. But also now whenever you whenever you max out your proficiency with a character, it's going to update and you no longer have to reload the game for those numbers to update. So just some small changes there. And also if you have a lot of people blocked on your list, it'll now properly say it because there's actually a number of how many you can block. And previously, if you maxed out your block list, it would say your friends list is full. Now it'll properly say that your block list is full. So that's, I guess, just some of the general changes. But in terms of changes for the maps, on the new map, you may have seen where the world starts to change. Sometimes you can get caught up in it. It happened to me a few times in competitive. It was very frustrating. But now they're making it so that if you get stuck inside the walls as they change on the new map, you'll be able to fall out of it and it'll just work normally. It won't trap you and send you up to the heavens. So that is nice. That's a small but very needed change, especially because this new map is definitely being frustrating because you never know when it's going to change and then you get carried off away. So that is a nice little change. Also fixing some broken collisions and floating objects and other environmental glitches. I've seen this a few times. I'm sure if you've played a number of matches, you've probably seen some issues when it comes to the breakable location. So that'll now be properly fixed so it doesn't look as silly as it did. And a reminder, if you're playing on keyboard, you can press the B key to be able to see all the breakable things on the map. So this will now change so that some of these issues that were happening in the past will no longer happen. And also fix some sound effect problems across multiple maps. You may have noticed some of these as well, so that's going to be nice to have some general fixes to the breakables. Now, as far as hero changes happen, Human Torch, the Flaming Meteor will no longer trap enemies inside of walls. So the whenever you're doing this ability here, the Flaming Meteor, if you go like that and then you bounce into it, you can knock people into walls and then they would be stuck in there, and it's just an easy bonk bonk, take them out. So that is a pretty welcome change because the Human Torch is a lot of fun to play and you've been seeing him a lot frequently. I was playing as Groot and I got stuck with him one time, so that is nice that I'll no longer have that happen because you can see there it bashes them far away, which is nice when you're going against something like a Loki and you want to take him out of the safety zone. But this will now be fixed so that you no longer get stuck inside of walls, which is really nice. Now Loki, whenever he transforms, he sometimes in the past will lose his icon. This will no longer be the case, so if you're playing as Loki and you transform into another hero, this won't make it so that your character icon disappears. So we got our ultimate there, and to shapeshift into Luna, you can see there we do have Lunas, but at some times it was disappearing completely, so that is now going to be fixed. And also another change for Loki is his regeneration domain. So whenever you're going to pop up your Loki clones, you can pop down these. And just to show off this example, if we were to pop this right here, you see how we have multiple areas. Sometimes when you were changing out and into one of them, it would actually not trigger and you would be inside the area but not protected by it. And I've actually had that happen to me a few times. It really sucks if there's like a Scarlet Witch ultimate and you pop that and move around inside it and then you get ended up yeeted from it. So that is definitely a nice change. And also Punisher is getting a change to his ultimate. Now, this probably hasn't happened to you very frequently, but whenever Punisher does his ultimate and he pops it down, if there's a network disruption, it'll actually fire his rockets like crazy. So you can see here, he just shoots a couple rockets whenever you're firing off at them. if you're having really bad lag with it, it would just continually fire off a ton of rockets, and that would obviously be very devastating for the enemies. So they're now making it so that it no longer will do that, which I think is definitely something that's good, nice to see. Now Hela, whenever she goes into her ultimate, a lot of these changes actually are surrounding ultimates. So she goes into her ultimate, you know, she flies up into the sky. Now typically whenever you're in her ultimate, you come back out of it and you just fall down to the ground. There's actually 2 changes here. So whenever you're in your ultimate, you go through firing off all your attacks, you return down to the ground. There was times where you'd fly up even further into the sky, so that is now fixed and won't ever, I guess, be happening where you just launch yourself off into the sky. Another change with Hela's ult is whenever you go into her ultimate, sometimes if you're near the mission, like the payload or I guess the convoy, it would actually not show Hela there. So now it'll properly show it so that you can see where she's at, and it'll just be a lot easier for playing, because Hela's ultimate is kind of scary, and not being able to see her is definitely not something you want. Now Wolverine also got a change, which is actually a good change, because whenever Wolverine uses his ultimate, you could launch people up into the sky, but it would also give them a jump boost, which was not intended. So whenever you see that there, you can go into his ultimate. It would actually give them a big boost to their jump, which allows them to escape from his ultimate, which definitely not something you want to have happen. So that is a nice change as well. And we also got ourselves a team up change with Jeff the Land Shark. So his team up with Luna Snow. Whenever you pop this down, it creates this frozen zone, and this would previously cause some issues where it would make people much slower than they should be. So this is now going to be changed so that it'll work properly as it should be. So it's a nice, I guess, another nerf to Jeff. He deserves probably another nerf on his ultimate. We'll see. I did see some reports that we may get some different changes for Jeff, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see on that. But also Adam Warlock with his ultimate, this is another nice change for him. So whenever he goes to pop his ultimate, let's say you're near a cliff and your ultimate fails, you'll now get 50% of your charge back. So, and that's nice just because it's better than just wasting off his ultimate. So there's just a small little change, Adam Warlock, but it'll give him 50% back if you fail with it. Now there's also another change to Penny, one of my favorite characters to play as. So if you're playing as Penny and you get hit by Namor's ultimate, you would get knocked down into a weird position. They're just making a small change to how that will look. So just a small little change there, but I guess that's definitely something that's welcome. Now we also got some more rumors of a new game mode. So Clone Rumble. So you and your teammates choose the same heroes to battle with together. So you can have the Council of Reeds. I think that's pretty funny. So yeah, that is the new game mode that'll potentially be coming, and we just had I guess a few previous game modes that were added to the game, so it's nice to see that they're continually adding new game modes into Marvel Rivals. So I definitely welcome that, and I'm excited to see how this will play out. We also got ourselves a new event skin coming with the Black Widow, Mrs. Barnes. So Bucky was my husband and I will avenge him. So this is the concept of what it'll look like. I actually think that's a nice looking skin. We'll have to see, I guess, all the angles of it to see how it'll compare to the original skin for Black Widow. But hey, we'll take anything for her. She's definitely the worst hero in the game. But I do think that they cooked with her skin, so hopefully we'll see some changes to how Black Widow works, because she definitely needs a change. Maybe not to her sniper, but maybe make her melee batons more usable. I don't know what it is, but they just feel like you're slapping them with a paper towel. So that'll be nice if they make some changes. Not included in this patch list, but we do have this new free skin coming, potentially, I guess, free skin. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. March 7th to April 11th is potentially when it's coming. So it'll be the event skin, similar to the Groot skin that we got right now. And also, this is, I guess, a concept of a Storm Torrent skin. So this isn't one that's going to be in the game. I just think it looks nice. And I was seeing this shared around today. So just want to give it a little highlight to that because I think it does look nice. It would be a really cool Storm skin. So the final update that I got here is actually a really huge one. And this is interesting. So Marvel Rivals dev NetEase confirms that they will do more crossover events and promotions with other media in the future. So this is from an earnings call. So regarding Rivals, can you share more of the paying prosperity and the next growth strategies? Will be expansion into marketing or esports? Answer. Marvel Rivals has gained wide acclaim, especially after season 1. NetEase plans to continue investing in development and marketing and long-term operational strategy. The team has plans for esports and will announce these plans to enhance the gaming ecosystem. There will be also crossover events and promotions with other media to expand the user base. I'm curious to see what this will mean. more media, I guess. Maybe there'll be other games that'll collaborate. I know Fortnite did have something with Marvel Rivals, so maybe we'll see more of that. As someone that enjoys playing Fortnite, they recently just had Emma Frost in Fortnite, and Emma Frost is coming to coming to Marvel Rivals, so maybe we'll see that coming soon. I do think we'll see Emma Frost soon. There's been leaked dialogue from Wolverine talking about Emma Frost, so yeah, I do feel like we will see her sooner rather than later. And yeah, I'm excited for the Hellfire Gala, which will be the next update in Marvel Rivals. So those are all the updates coming with the next patch update, as well as some other future rumors of things that will be coming. Let me know what you're most excited forward to seeing in Marvel Rivals in the comments below, and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.